The Creative Industries Policy and Evidence Centre was set up in 2018 under the UK government's industrial strategy, and it was set up to bring about a step change in the quantity and quality of evidence to support the formulation of policy for the creative industries. The Creative Industries Policy and Evidence Centre moved across to Newcastle University in 2023, and one of the innovations was to adopt a twin hub structure. So we are now distributed across the northern hub at Newcastle University and the southern hub in London at the Royal Society of Arts. Historically, the Creative Industries Policy and Evidence Centre was funded to work at a national government level, so most of our work was naturally focused in London, in Whitehall. Since 2023, we have now been funded to do work at a local and regional level, so it's particularly important for us to have operations in Newcastle in the northeast of England, as well as London. The Creative Industries PEC works particularly closely with three key stakeholder communities, which is policymakers, academia and industry. We often describe the way we work with these constituencies a process of embedded knowledge exchange. With policymakers, we often say that we hold their hands from end to end in the policy process, which comprises policy ideation and design through to implementation and evaluation. Happily, since 2023, we've also been funded by the AHRC to work at a global level. And towards this end, we have introduced a new Global Creative Economy Council, the GCEC, which has been set up as a global policy forum for global issues. A good example of how the Creative PEC achieves policy impact is our work on R&D and innovation in the creative industries. Going back a year or so ago, we were working closely with Professor Julia Black from the London School of Economics and the Council for Science and Technology on a review commissioned by the Prime Minister on R&D and innovation in the creative industries. Following the publication of the review last year, the Chancellor responded by a commitment to improve the government's understanding about how it goes about investing in R&D in the creative industries, and critically how much it invests in R&D in the creative industries. One of the challenges we face, as do all centres, is how can we attribute the policy change to our specific actions? What additional impact is the Creative PEC having? So the Creative PEC tries to bring about policy impacts through three principal mechanisms. One is by making recommendations for specific policy initiatives which could be adopted by government. Secondly, by changing the terms, the nature of the policy conversation, the terms of the debate. And last but not least, by improving the evidence base for the whole creative industries ecosystem. One of my priorities is to replicate that success at the local level. So in 5 years' time, the Creative PEC is known for having affected policy change with specific initiatives in the northeast of England, for having changed the terms of the policy debate, and last but not least, overhauled the ecosystem for supporting research and policy making in the creative industries in the northeast.